Hello to all my friends out there. So this video is let's play a little game of what if. And while we're playing this game, I will do a little cooking of one of my best top ramen. So I have a chicken top ramen. This is one of the top ramens I bought when I bought $5 worth of food at Walmart. So I'm cooking my top ramen. And you want it pretty much boiling for this. So I have 1 egg and I need 1 tablespoon of water. My son said, "Mom, whatever you do, don't cook too much. It's too hot." I go, "Oh, don't worry." Okay, so now I need the heat up a little bit higher for this. So I want to beat this good, like hair color. Pretend you're a hairdresser. And it's not good news. The salons are open a little bit now, so at least they can work. If I was a hairstylist, I would work outside, not inside. I would go to the house and do the house at home, at their homes. I wouldn't work inside all day long, never. So now this is going to be a really good top ramen right here. But this is not all there is to it. So you want to stir it, you know, so that you get your egg stirred up. And this is one of the reasons I really need the dry chives, stuff like this. It's going to taste much better with a few dry chives. Okay, and so over here I made myself one little biscuit. I just added water to my Bisquick. And now I want to cut this in some little squares. This is a good little biscuit. I learned this from Ramblings of Sherry. Thank you, Ramblings of Sherry. I'm not sure where Ramblings of Sherry is. That the phone hasn't been feeding me the videos. You know how it does that? But I'll have to check that out. So what I want to do is separate my biscuits into little biscuits, like little dumplings, actually. Now, she used refrigerator biscuits, but this is cheaper, you guys, you know, making your own. I stockpile biscuit mix. That's one good way to make sure. So if it's the end of the month, this can count as your bread. So let's put the biscuits in. This is good, you guys. And as you see, I made a little tea to go with my, and this is cheap too. It's not just about being cheap. It's about making good stuff that you can get by if you have very little money. Okay, so now I want to cover this. And my biscuits will be done in a minute. Okay, so now let's play what if. So, it's too darn hot to be drinking hot tea, but tomorrow it will be iced tea and I will drink it. And I will be glad that I made it in advance. And today I was able to get some Diet Coke. All right. This stuff is so cheap, this Walmart Coke. And there's no caffeine, which is good for me. All right, let's start the what if game. Okay, what if you, one, didn't stockpile any food? So what we're doing is we're looking in the future. You didn't stockpile any food. You go, I can't stockpile any food. I don't have any money. What do you expect me to do? You didn't save any money. You said, I don't have any money. I can't save any money. What do you expect me to do? You couldn't pay your rent in full, and eventually you got evicted. Number 4, you lost your job. Number 5, you went into a large crowd and you caught the COVID. You had a good reason for protesting, but when you were there, you caught the COVID. You don't have any medical insurance. If you live, you will be bankrupt. You have created an L-shaped recovery: homelessness, famine, and depression. Now let's replay the what-if game. 1, you went to the food bank and the food pantries and the church, and you got EBT, and you stockpiled some food as best you can. You know what I have always found is when you do the best you can, somehow God always helps you. But when you don't stockpile any food and you don't do the best you can, then that's when you get into big trouble. You collected cans and saved $3 a day. You save money. You didn't say, I can't save any money. You did the recycling, $3 a day, 60 cans a day, and you retrieve curbside junk and you sold it. You knew you couldn't pay your rent, so you moved in with your relatives or family. You got an RV or a van or camped or rented a U-Haul. You know, you can live in those if you have to. Or a garage. You lost your job, but you spent every waking moment until you found another job, any job, and then you found another job. Previously, you had started your resale business with curbside. Maybe you started an online eBay business. Maybe you started a YouTube. So you have to say to yourself, are these people like Rhoda any more capable of doing a YouTube channel than I am? The answer is no. The main thing is, what do you want to tell us? Or maybe you just want to like hang out with people, which is a good idea in the pandemic. Okay, you avoided crowds and protests so you didn't get sick and you didn't get any hospital bills. You saved your money and paid your debt down and created your own U-shaped recovery. Yes, you had a downturn, and yes, there was a period of hardship, but eventually you were able to climb up and out of the mess faster. So that is so you might be going, you know, Rhoda, I really don't enjoy your games. Many times in my life, I gotta tell you, this was my life. What I just read to you was my life. And people used to say to me, how do you do it? Ooh, yummy, yummy. Look, they're done. And what I would do, and you've probably heard this story. Ooh, yummy. This is good, you guys. It may not look that good, but it is. I would get up in the morning and I would get in my car looking for a job, driving to I didn't know where. And I didn't know where I was going to go. I just said, I will go any place I possibly can think of where I might find a job. And I would get home and my son would say, Mom, did you find a job? And I would say, yes. And he would say, I knew you would. And I thought to myself, oh my God, you have no idea what I put myself. Now, believe me, these were not good jobs I found. They were crap jobs. Really, really bad, you guys. But just like trying to save the money, somehow it was enough. Okay, I want to tell you one more thing about saving money. Okay, I'll get one. Oh, look, here's one of my biscuits. Mmm, look. It's going to be a lot easier to save money if you don't have any food. You don't need to buy any food. Like the last few days, I've bought a couple of Diet Cokes. Yesterday, I think it was, I bought the $5 worth of food that I'm still eating down on. So what you do once you have food is you just don't buy anything. Nothing. Unless you absolutely have to. Like, you know, if you want to buy some cheap Coke or some cheap beer, that's one thing, but nothing else. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.